up, y'all? What the heck was that? It is Elijahboyy. Let me talk to you. Well, I bought my first AEW pay-per-view since World's End. I think was the last one I even looked at. So I thought, you know what? Let's give this show a chance to see if we can do it. So I got my little notes here. Oh boy, it was AEW All Out 2024 last night, and I'm gonna take y'all through what I saw. So I made some notes here to point out. So the show kicks off with MJF versus Daniel Garcia. First, the only notes I made for this match was Daddy Magic on commentary. I don't like calling another man daddy like that. Just call him Magic. But then again, people think it's Magic Johnson. My girl said I had the Magic Johnson. Okay, moving on. Daniel Garcia starts the match off. He sneaks attacks MJF. The crowd in Chicago was... they had some reactions to this matchup here. We cut through the match a little bit later. MJF bites him. I don't like that. I just find that weird. I know that's a bad guy move probably from back in the day, but to me it's weird biting a man in a fight. And then he kissed him on. Oh God. He kissed him on the cheek a couple times, going for like a pile driver, and he hit it unsuccessfully. And then he spit on him. What the heck am I describing here? What am I describing? This sounds very... He bit him, he kissed him, and then he spat on him. Like, gave him that hawk. Spat on that thing. No, I'm joking. He didn't do all that. Let me chill. This video gonna be funny. Okay, so Danny is in the corner. He was on the rope, on the bottom rope. And MJF kicked him, and then he had the look in his eye like he's about to turn up, right? The only person I will say this, I don't like Daddy Magic on commentary. To me, he's annoying. Well, you know, he talking like that. Get him, Danny, get him. Like it's like, dude, I don't know why he keeps being on commentary. I get they're friends and whatever, but he killed the moment. Like that, that moment is when a commentator should be like, oh wait, Daniel's got that look in his eye. He's getting up. But the way Daddy Magic said it, he just said, oh man, Danny's hurt. Oh, never mind. He's all right. Dude, you killed the vibe of the comeback. Like, he's supposed to, get up the commentary and say, look at Daniel Garcia. He's firing up. He's you know what I'm saying? Daddy Magic kept killing the match for me. And then he would say, well, guys, I hate to tell you this, but Daniel Garcia's coming in this match less than 100%. We just saw him get attacked on Dynamite this past Wednesday. You think, all right, let me move on. So MJF, he faked an injury in the corner, and then behind the referee's back, he low blowed Daniel Garcia and hit him with a roll up pin, jackknife, I believe they call it, and he beat Daniel Garcia. Then after the match, he extends his hand out to shake his hand, and I was sitting there thinking, why would he do that? That's dumb. And he was trying to hit up Daniel Garcia with a low blow again, but Daniel blocked it. Returned the favor, kicked MJF right in the cocoa nuts, and then he pile drived him from the top rope, and then he completely forgets the fact that he was in a 17-minute match with MJF, and he just walked away like no match occurred. Like he just went up in the crowd and just was walking like nothing happened. I'm like, dude, you were just in a match. At least look like you're like worn out. He just walked away. They said adrenaline is a wonderful thing. I'm like, bro, I think it would have went down by now. I don't know. Whatever. Next match, Young Bucks versus the BCC with the AEW World Tag Team titles. On the line, BCC, Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't gonna do no notes for this match because I did not care. I really don't. The Young Bucks were dressed like middle school drug dealers, but one thing I couldn't help but notice, Claudio Castagnoli, he got most of the reactions in this match, most cheers. People love Claudio, and it sucks that he's in the background a lot instead of being in the forefront because he's literally popular wrestler, and he would have been a great singles guy if this company focused on that. But whatever. Another roll up pin by the young. I can't remember which buck it was, and a second roll up pin finish. Right? I'm like, wow, how weird is that? So the Young Bucks retain the titles. Whatever. Moving on. The Pack challenges Will Ospreay for the AEW I don't know why I said it like that. AEW International title. The crowd, bruh. Can I just say? I will say this. This was the best part of the show right here. The best match. The best part. I wish I stopped watching after this match. If I'd have known what I was gonna see later, this would have been right where I stopped. I love this match. Will Ospreay and Pac match of the night. Let's just go through what I wrote here. Crowd goes nuts at the beginning of the match. They didn't even touch each other. They didn't even lock up. They didn't even look at each other, and the crowd was already on their feet, standing. Will Ospreay is the guy. Like, I would build the whole company around Ospreay. He was just he was a rock star. Like, my gosh. They show Ricochet in the back watching TV, standing up, because that's what people do when they watch TV. They don't sit down in a chair or nothing. They stand up to watch it, but whatever. It was a nasty back suplex on like the hardest part of the ring by Pac. He just flung him. It was like, oh, and then he hit that Poison Rana on head on the apron, and he dropped him on his head twice, right? So he rolls him back in the ring. This I have to, it was a blemish here for me. Like I said, I try to go into the show ignoring things I don't like about AEW, and I'm like, I gotta take all that out of my mind for a minute if I'm gonna watch this. So he gets dropped on his head twice, and then he goes into position for the Black Arrow, I think he calls it. I don't know what he calls it now, but he was like, he could be playing possum. Completely took away the surprise. So I think Excalibur said that. I don't know. He's like, was it Excalibur or Tony Schiavone? It might have been Nigel McGuinness. I think he was the one that was like, he could be playing possum. Oh, wow, he was playing possum. I'm like, wow, way to take that surprise factor away, right? And, and the crowd stood up and they applauded, and, just the crowd was lit for this matchup. They was lit for Ospreay. So it's a Poison Rana, Pac sets him up, hits a Poison Rana off the rope, and Will landed on his feet. Bruh. When I tell you, what is that slang y'all youngins like to do nowadays? He had aura. He's him. Is that the term these youngins is doing now? I'm saying that like I'm really old. I'm not like mid-20s or late 20s. Bro, dog, that when I tell y'all that was the fact they didn't do a replay, they need to work on that, by the way. I don't know who's being cheap with these replays. Bro, dog, he has so much sauce in that moment. Like, he landed on his feet, bruh. Will, freaking love Will Ospreay, bro. And then he hit a hidden blade. Bro, he hit that hidden blade with authority, bro. And he landed on him like this. And I'm like, it has to end right there. It would have been a perfect way to end the match. But they just don't know when to go home, bro. They don't know when to go home. Back kicked out. It would have been a perfect ending because it was explosive. It was out of nowhere. It would have been perfect. But people... Man, wrestling fans used to complain when Cena kicked out at 2 all the time. 90% of the AEW roster kicks out of 40 finishers, bro. Anyways, it didn't end there. Pac kicked out. And then Will Ospreay hit a Styles Clash out of the blue. And then another hidden blade for the win. Now, like I said, it should have ended when he landed on his feet and hit him with a hidden blade. That would have been the perfect ending, but they didn't do that. But I will say this. This was the best part of the show. Hats off to Pac and Will Ospreay. I want to see them go at it again. I want to see a part 2. I really do. But it's clear they're leading somewhere else for Mr. Ospreay. So Will Ospreay picks up the win. So we go from the top to the bottom of the barrel. This is where it started going downhill for me, for me personally. Chris Statlander versus Willow. Now I like both these girls, but they competed in a Chicago street fight. I wasn't gonna really do notes for this, but stuff was happening. I kind of had to. Hopefully this review doesn't go too long, but if you're enjoying this video, let me know. So Chris and Willow are on the floor by the stage. Chris Statlander, she set up a, oh no, yeah, she set up a table. She went for like a senton or something like that, and she missed Willow almost. Her leg hit Willow. I was like, oh man, I look nasty. And she went through the table. And then when they went up the ramp, oh, I'm sorry, they had a table set by the ring. Chris went for a senton, landed on the table. Then later on in the match, they're on the ramp, like on the stage, and Statlander set up a trash can, and then she went to suplex her on the trash can, completely missed the trash can. Completely missed, and Willow landed on that hard floor. And I don't know if the can would have been better, but she completely missed. And then out of nowhere, Willow hit her. I didn't know what it was at first. She hit her with a light tube. I have mixed feelings about light tubes, because they're so sharp and like I don't know. I never liked that stuff. Like the whole like with glass and light tubes. That's just that's just such a turn off for me, even in extreme matches like this. She hit her with a light tube and did not go for a pin or anything like that. I don't know if pinfall's counted out there, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but it's AEW. Usually there's falls count anywhere anyway, but. She doesn't go for a pin. She doesn't get back on Statlander. She just starts barking. I don't know, like like what I don't know what was ooga chaka. I'm like, what are you doing? Like get back on her. Get back on her. I'm wilding, bro. Okay, so Chris is bleeding, right? And she she bites her. I'm like, what is up with this bite? The blood drinking and the biting on people bleeding, that's just nasty to me, bro. Like that is that is disgusting. It's not cool, and I don't even like it when MJF does it. I don't like when anyone swerved drinking Hangman's blood. That was nasty. And I'm like, that's just unsanitary. It's gross, and I wish they would stop doing that. But for some reason, they think it's cool. Oh my goodness, that is annoying. And so I don't know who brought the thumbtacks out. I was going it back and forth. Somebody did. It was probably Chris Statlander. She pulls the thumbtacks out, and I'm like, what a shock, right? Thumbtacks, here we go. And Chris went for a move. She does splits on the tacks, right up the y'all know what I mean. Meow, like right on the meow, and she's screaming, and Willow hit her with, I don't know if it was a knee or a kick, whatever it was, goes for the pin, and she kicks out. I'm like, oh my God. At this point, I was like, can we end the match? I stopped paying attention after that. I'm like, I'm done with this match. I'm so mad I watched it. I really do. I don't. Oh, it was annoying. I even wrote that in my notes. I stopped here. I was like, why can't they just go home, man? Why can't they just go home? Let's say, where was JR?
Your ass now.
What?
Go to sleep.
Oh.
Give us all a break.
That's what I'm saying, JR. Anyway, so Chris Statlander picked up the win, and so we go to a backstage. There was an interviewer, I forgot the girl's name, Alexi Nair, I think, was back there with Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay was talking about, I'm talking about Ricochet. He's sitting in the back, bruv. He's not all about the grind like how I am, bruv. He's sitting in the back collecting a paycheck. And, he just. And I'm like, dude, he just got here. This is like his second week on the job, and he's complaining that Ricochet is not here, he's not competing. Yeah, because he's in control of whether or not he wrestles. It's not like there's a Tony Khan or the Young Bucks to book him. Nah, he's just chilling in the whatever, bro. Like that blows my mind. If he was here for like a month and he wasn't doing much, it would have made more sense. But bro, this is like his second week. Like he doesn't control anything. But yeah, Ricochet was like, yeah, man, you talking trash, huh, buddy, huh? You want to go? You know what I mean? Well, what's up, bro? What's up? What? What do you want? What? Hey, you want to go, bro? We can go right here. All that stuff. And I'm like, all right, whatever. We know it's Ricochet and Ospreay. We'll see how this match goes, right? Whenever it happens. Okay, so next match. At this point, I was starting to get sleepy. I watched this live, but I was really, really out of nowhere. I was just like tired. Because the show already felt long, and it was like only, 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't know what was going on. The AEW Lincoln Continental Championship, Fatal 4-Way, Lincoln Continental Championship, Fatal 4-Way. Why was this match made? I don't know. Whatever. Kazusuke Okada! Justin Roberts. And then versus Orange Cassidy, Konosuke Takeshita, and Mark Briscoe. Like I said, what was the point of this? This match was not needed. This and the Statlander match could have been off the show, and it would have been fine. I don't get it. The only thing I could take away from this match was Okada and Konosuke Takeshita had like a little standoff, and Orange Cassidy got involved. And I could have swore, I don't know if it was just me, the crowd kind of booed when Orange Cassidy interfered. It felt like they were booing a little bit, and then he did the, and then they, that's the only highlight from this match I wrote down. Moving on. Next, Okada won, whatever. 7, Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida. I was really sleepy by this point, and I don't know. Hikaru Shida looked different. I can't place what's different about her, but I ain't gonna lie, Mercedes was looking good though. But anyway, she won the match. Yeah, retained the TBS title, which I keep forgetting exists half the time. Number 8. I was really sleepy by this point, but I powered through mostly. The Scapegoat, Jack Perry versus Bryan Danielson with the AEW World title on the line, and technically Bryan Danielson's career. CM Punk chants during the entrance. It sounded like they tried to get rid of the audio, it felt like, while Jack was making his entrance. They played the song Final Countdown from Bryan Danielson, and people were singing along. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to skip over this match because honestly, I did not care. I did not care for this match. Like I said, Ospreay and Pac kind of gave me everything I wanted because that's the best I was going to get. But towards the end of the match, Jack Perry held his arms out, and then Bryan hit the running knee, and he won the match. Excalibur said something at the end that kind of made no sense. He was like, Jack Perry, defiant until the end. Excalibur. What the heck you just say? He's defiant till the end. How is he defiant? He's accepting the loss. It would have been defiant if you flipped him off or something, but come on, bro. Get it together. Just stop. Just stop it. I don't know, bro. Moving on. Excalibur. Alright, Christian Cage came out and attempted to cash in his Money in the Bank clipboard. Attempted to cash in, but then the BCC came out. John Moxley and company came out to stop him. And then they all celebrated in the ring. Well, Pac was there too. It was Pac, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta to back up Bryan Danielson there with Moxley. They get in the ring. Moxley hugs Bryan, and then out of nowhere, he hugs Claudio. Claudio hits him with an uppercut, and Bryan kind of looked at the way. I don't know why it was funny to me, but Bryan kind of looked at him like, "What are you doing?" Like, and then and then they start attacking him. Moxley almost committed like murder. He takes a trash bag or whatever it was, a little clear plastic bag, and wrapped it over Bryan's head. And Wheeler Yuta is like crying over there. Pac was holding the bag. He was like no. He's a grown man. He doesn't think, let me punch this guy. Let me kick this guy, Pac. He's over here. He was it just looks so stupid. No. He looked like a kid being taken away by Child Protective Services. No, what are you doing? Stop it. Like, dude, swing. Like, I'd have been looking at Pac like, get up off me, bro. Like, no, he wasn't doing. He looked so dumb in that moment. Oh my gosh, it was so stupid. And then JR's that commentary going off like, hey, in all my years of wrestling, I've never seen anything. This is ridiculous. This is just uncalled for. Like, bro, I don't know how he worked there at this point. I'd have show quit. I'd have put him on 2 weeks after that. I'm like, I can't take this no more. Look, and the fans chanting "This is murder" was the funniest part of that segment, bro. Like, dude, a simple paradigm shift on the ground would have been better. A finisher would have been just a submission hold would have been enough. A chair, something. This dude goes for a plastic bag. I've never in my life. I've watched wrestling since I was 13 years old, and I ain't never seen nothing that dumb. It's bad enough when they use the screwdrivers. I hated the screwdrivers. I would literally lose it, bro. Anyway, Bryan retained the world title, got betrayed. Dude, I don't know how much longer I can watch this show. I'm just so upset by like half of the stuff I see. So now we get to the main event. Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page in a lights out steel cage match. At this point, I was so worn out. I was just so frustrated and upset. We've seen so much brutality already. And actually, before I even get to this match, because I didn't write much. I really didn't write much. Like, literally, there's like 3 lines here. Okay. Before I get to anything, on Twitter, I go to Twitter. AEW's official page goes, due to the nature of Moxley putting a bag over Bryan Danielson's head, we will not be showing that clip. Y'all let Nick Gage on your show, where he was ripping at Chris Jericho with a pizza cutter. You show Don Callis and them basically stabbing their coworkers with a screwdriver. Yet somehow this plastic bag is where you draw the line. I wish I would draw the line more, but you won't do that. You won't. People wonder why. It's hard for me to watch this show. It's hard for me. I'm doing this because, y'all want me to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to talk about it. If y'all told me if you don't want to watch AEW, it's fine. We'll still support. I'll do it. I'm sure y'all support me regardless, but you get what I mean. I can't stand things about this show, and it bothers me, and I force myself to watch it for y'all because I care about y'all. I love you. It's about us. Y'all helping a brother out, man. Swerve Strickland versus Adam Page. It's lights out steel cage. They get into a brawl. I knew weapons were going to be brought in. And there was like a bin filled with random objects. They throw them in there. Chris Nana does a little mini angry dance, and Swerve and Page, they were fighting each other, and they were holding on each other, and the cage was lowering. And I don't know who's in control of the cage, but why did they keep being lowered if they weren't in the ring though? No one thought to ask that question. Nobody. keep sweating. Nobody thought, hey, let's not lower the cage until they're safely inside. No, we're just gonna let it happen. All right, whatever. This is murder. Watching this was murder. It was painful. So the weapons got thrown in, and they start the match. Back and forth. JR is on commentary still. And then we get to the one part of the match that made me so angry, and I just it literally. So, how do I say this? Hangman Adam Page. I don't know if it was a syringe. It might have been a needle. He takes the needle and shoves it straight up his ass. No, he did not. He didn't do that. He did not do that. He shoves it in his mouth. Swerve, bro. Like, you my dog, man. I know you probably. That man gave me one of the happiest moments of my life when he posted my video of me dancing to his theme song on Twitter and Instagram. And I just want him to succeed. You feel what I'm saying? His title reign was whack. And he gets his house burned down, and I get it. He did this. He was invaded his house, and it's just you don't even know who to root for half the time in this company because everybody seems like a terrible person except Ospreay. So, anyways, Adam Page takes the chair and bashes Swerve in the head, and they switch the camera. And then the ref decided to end the match there. And finally ended all the suffering I had to go through to watch this show. That's basically what happened. And that was AEW All Out. All out of patience at this point. For me, like I said, the best part of the show was Pac and Ospreay. That was the only thing I genuinely enjoyed from start to finish. And literally everything else was not for me. If y'all loved it, let me know how y'all feel about the show in the comments below. What did you love about it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Is it in the middle? And I think I said some funny stuff in this video. Me personally. I don't know. I could be wrong. Anything that made y'all laugh, let me know and put some timestamps or something. What did I say? But if there's anything y'all disagree with me on, by all means, let me know. But with that being said, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Monday Night Raw.